Hi everyone, this is Caroline Speaks, The State of Our World on Wednesday, May 12th, 2021. What is it? Good, bad, or indifferent? All three, I'm afraid. Coronavirus is still with us. I believe we have over 583,000 fatalities from this virus in the U.S. I have only old numbers with regard to total cases, but it's definitely over 32 million. Worldwide, we have over 3 million fatalities from this virus, all because people refuse to wear a mask, practice social distancing, only go out when they have to, and only socialize with those in their immediate households. And on top of that, we have people who are refusing to get the vaccine that could help, and people who refuse to follow guidelines from the CDC and the NIH and President Biden. And I have various countries with autocratic leaders, dictators, like in uh, um, the Philippines and Brazil and former Trumpy and um, former, well, he's still the prime minister, I believe, Johnson in England, but he at first was saying the virus was a hoax, fake news. But that's what they all say. So hopefully they'll all get the virus and end up on a ventilator as their final stop in this world. Now, the main headlines, a lot of Palestinians have been killed. Israeli attacks continue, and protests call out Israeli crimes. So Gaza is like the target of the Israeli air attack, but East Jerusalem is the target of religious Hebrews who want to drive the Palestinians out of East Jerusalem. In Gaza, some large buildings have been demolished. 13-story building collapsed, another 9-story building. Another area has collapsed. And with regard to a building being destroyed, think of all the people who live there and all the possessions they own. And when you demolish a building, you demolish the whole life of someone. Apparently, no one was killed or injured in these two large buildings because Israel warned them to evacuate. But how do you evacuate a whole household with very little warning? Very, very sad, very strange. Uh, so I'm hoping that uh, things will get better here, because it's not doing well. Now, another news item is Algeria moves to ban unauthorized protest as pro-democracy movement gains steam. Uh, so hopefully there's a crackdown on freedom of speech in Algeria and freedom of assembly. They want to ban demonstrations and free speech. And that's not happening. Wonder where they got the idea to be so radical. Now, another headline, French court tosses lawsuit from Agent Orange victim against chemical companies. During the Vietnam era, Agent Orange, which was created by Dow Chemical and Monsanto, was used to clear jungles so it'd be easier to fight the perceived enemy. And people who were fighting in this war were exposed to Agent Orange, which is really cancer-causing drug. And the French court threw out a lawsuit by French Vietnamese activists against over a dozen companies, including Dow Chemical and Monsanto, that produced and sold Agent Orange, which was used by the U.S. military during the Vietnam War. The case was brought by a female victim, and she vowed to appeal the decision. All right. Now, so that is terrible. They were spraying the jungle with this poison as a way of hopefully winning the war. Then Arizona passes a law to cut voters from early mail-in voting lists. Very, very sad. I don't know what the problem they have with people voting. Republicans are real strange group of people. Now, pollution from animal farming causes tens of thousands of U.S. fatalities each year. It's very sad. It's basically factory farms. They have animals crowded together in facilities, and the particulate matter created by gases from manure and animal feed can mix with other pollutants in the atmosphere and cause death if breathed. Okay, that's very sad. Now, also, the World Health Organization chief blasts the shocking global disparity in vaccine access. That's very sad that the wealthy countries have bought up hoarding supplies while the poor countries can't do that, and wealthy countries are protesting the use of waiving intellectual property rights. So something really has to be done, especially these vaccines were created, the companies were given lots of money from the wealthy countries to do the research and development and create the vaccine doses. And these companies want to maintain a stranglehold on the supply, and it's very sad. Intellectual property should not be allowed, and it is. All right. Now, that's very, very sad, but that's the way it is in the world. I think the American policy towards Israel has to change so that we give them billions. We shouldn't give them billions, and we give the Palestinians millions. So we really have to crack down on giving Israel a free rein to do what they want against the Palestinians, who are their constituents. Quote, Israel kills dozens in Gaza while imposing constant war on Palestinian residents of Jerusalem. I think that's nice to close with. Now, that's a lot of news for today. Now I'd like to sing a little song to finish up. Okay. I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word every time I hear a newborn baby cry or touch a leaf or see the sky. Then I know why I believe. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Okay, that's I Believe, a very old song. Hope you liked it. Thank you for joining us this evening of Wednesday, May 12th, 2021. Hope you'll be back with us again tomorrow evening for another meeting of Carolyn Speaks State of the World. Meantime, stay safe, take care of yourself and others, wear that mask, practice. So distancing only got when you have to, and remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you. Good night, all.